Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with Vigor. If you enjoyed this video, please get a job at a takeaway shop, but when the food is ready, don't yell the customer's name, just yell subscribe to Modest Pelican Gaming or die, as this really helps spread the good word of my channel. Let's begin today's educational story time with Papa Pelly, where we're going to learn how two dodgy Australians went from completely useless players to the ultimate non-virgins who have much physical relations with women. First though, welcome to my seedy yet whimsical cabin in the woods, and of course welcome to Vigor. A big thanks to Bohemia Interactive for sponsoring today's video. They're the same guys who developed DayZ, which as you legends know I really love, so I'm excited to check this out. The game's currently available and free to play on Xbox and soon Nintendo Switch. If you're interested to play, you can click the link in the description. Alright, so this cabin acts as your base, and if you're wondering, yes, it has a dark basement that would be perfect for, well, let's just say no one's going to hear anyone screaming for help down here. On a more wholesome note, it also has a spectacular view of a freshwater lake. Perfect for marine bird watching or drowning unwanted guests. You're perfectly safe at your cabin because the real action comes when you enter a combat encounter. Whatever you take with you to an encounter, you risk losing if you die, so for our first time, I decide to bring a Thompson submachine gun with only like 20 bullets, which is a hugely questionable decision. Also a bold choice of outfit, as not many can pull off a beige turtleneck, but frankly, I look fantastic. We load in, and today we'll be joined by Australia's favourite pin-up boy, Stealth-O-Mato. We proceed to wave at each other repetitively because real bros kiss, I mean wave. There are many maps in Vigor, and you can play each encounter however you like. You might loot one building and find exactly what you need and decide to leave right away. Like this building, and on a side note, I know this is post-apocalyptic Norway, but the kitchen is disgusting. The owner of this residence should be ashamed. Have some self-respect. But yeah, you could also try to kill many players, unlock safes, and collect airdrops, which would be risky but offer a far greater reward. It's at this moment we come across our first ever opponent. It's always best to start things off on a positive note so you can use the initial constructive experience as a platform to propel yourself onto bigger and better things. Just kidding, I die immediately. By a guy called Fortnite Game 436, this is rock bottom. Okay, at least things can only improve from here, and so what? We lost the Thompson, but now we're rocking a VZ58P, let's go round 2. Stealth-O-Mato and I also set an ambitious goal for ourselves. We're going to attempt a challenge where we need to win 3 encounters in a row. We can't just escape quickly either, we have to get involved, kill people, and clap some cheeks. As we attempt to gain map position, we come across another duo. I managed to kill someone through a bush, which is absolutely insane. After this clip goes viral, I expect Cloud9 to have a lucrative contract in my inbox. His teammate fails to realise I've flanked him, and so I proceed to pump him full of lead as well. That's a lot of nice loot for your boys. Now it's just a matter of staying alive, maybe getting to the airdrop and escaping quickly. Just kidding, we both get rinsed almost immediately, therefore keeping none of our loot. At least I leveled up on the battle pass and earned a red helmet as part of Season 3 Rivals. Tactical? No. Fashionable? Well, no, not really, but goddamn, it's an alpha display of confidence. I also upgrade my cabin, so now it passively produces wood, and the more you upgrade your cabin, the more it gets repaired. I now have blue tarps on my roof to protect us from the weather. Ladies, please form an orderly line at the door because I can keep you dry in more ways than you know. So yeah, there's resources other than weapons everywhere that you can use to improve your shelter, crafting table, build guns, ammo, and so on. Now I promise things get better, but we're currently in what I call the awkward adolescent male flirting stage of gaming. Remember when you were like 16 and tried to talk to girls, but you'd always just panic and instead of asking how they were, you'd proceed to release a high-pitched screeching sound, soil yourself, and then waddle away like an Arctic penguin? Well, maybe that was just me, but anyway, the point is, for the next few rounds, we panicked a lot, but we also grew as players. Fast forward to round 7, and we decide we will collect our first airdrop. Also, I dress like I'm in a biker gang now, so don't screw with me or I'll break into your house, take all the frozen food out of the freezer and then let it spoil. As we move in to collect the drop, another team beats us there. I was about to say the bush is thick, but I think only Australians call large groups of trees the bush. Anyway, the bush is thick, that's just facts, and after a sketchy gunfight they tried to flee with the precious cargo. This was their key mistake though, because just like a thirsty man in his 50s who's overly invested in a female's Twitch stream because he thinks one day she'll be so impressed by his large donations she'll stop the stream, get on a plane, and fly to his city so she can show him her feet in person, we don't give up. Marto also manages to snipe the other guy, so just like that, we're on top of the world. After a while, a wave of nuclear radiation comes through and we actually almost died but made it back just in time. 1 successful trip down, 2 to go. I also put back on the turtle because my neck was cold. The following round has terrible weather conditions, but I've equipped the new silenced MP5, aka the OG sneaky stepdad, and it should do the job. It's relatively uneventful, but as we try to leave, some dodgy malacca is waiting for us, but fortunately I managed to get him. Look at that, he'd captured the airdrop, so that's 2 successful trips down, 1 to go. Stealth-O-Mato is what some might call a big D player. His tactics are risky, but when they work, it's a huge flex. Somehow he talks me into attempting our 3rd run using nothing but a magnum. If we win, then eternal glory and express access to heaven. If we die, then well, let's not talk about it.
You just cover.
Tango down. Nah, I'm down, sorry. Okay.
What? I'm down.
Could have definitely got the kill had we brought in actual guns.
He's gonna loot our bodies and be like, what the f***?
I'm so disappointed. So yeah, 3 win streak challenge reset and back to square one. This proved to be the low part of our story, but at least it added some perspective to vigor. Some would say, my vigor. But yeah, the lesson here is, don't listen to Stealth-O-Mato ever. Things turned pretty dark as we'd win some gunfights, but then take too long to escape and die from radiation poisoning or get clipped by another player. I also regret saying don't listen to Mato, because the other day we were fishing and he was like, hey, watch this, and started walking on the water. I was like, wait bro, are you the second coming of Jesus Christ? And he said yes, so that's pretty cool. He then turned all my water into wine and I couldn't stay hydrated, which was frustrating. Anyway, I then decide it's time to do something I didn't want to have to do. We need a bit of luck, so I put on a red vest, which is now going to be my lucky red vest. This makes the red helmet look like a ghillie suit. I've also upgraded my cabin so much that we have indoor tarps now. This is officially more luxurious than where I live in real life. Okay, bad luck that it's snowing in this encounter, as my red vest sticks out like well, I guess a red vest, but come on. If you saw a guy wearing this running straight at you, you're going to freak out. Also, 1% of the time it's actually pretty tactical, as you can barely see me against this red cabin. In fact, people will probably just think I'm a moving red cabin. A nearby phone rings, and so I decide that I may as well answer it, as I don't want to come across as rude. I wasn't aware this reveals my location to the player who called. I can also now see him, and he's sprinting right at us. Mato proceeds to kill the big girl, and how did that go for you, Chief? Now you're dead, and I'm still well dressed. We secure the airdrop and manage to escape safely, so 1 round complete. The challenge is back on. Round 2, and it's currently poorly lit and raining, and all I can think is thank God I have my sunglasses on so my retinas don't get seared. You can still get sunburnt when it's overcast, be sun safe. We decide to turn the tactics up to 1,000,000% and utilize a radio tower. This briefly shows us where all the other players are on the map, so we can tactics this situation. We notice there's a team at the barred house, which is where the safe is, and so we head over there. Now the old boys, or I guess here just the boys, would have stormed right in, but we're trying to complete a fun-filled Christian challenge here, and so instead we camp outside. After a short while, the two wannabe cat burglars try to flee, and we engage in a gunfight. Do you like how I'm trying to gloss over how many shots I just missed? Like, that's 25% of all my ammo gone, and I didn't even get a tag. Fortunately, I managed to flank one of the guys, and I give him what we in the industry call a lot of bullets into his body. What I'm quickly learning is that once you discharge your firearm, it attracts other players. Now that I think about it, that's just common sense, and I'm sure we should have carried that knowledge over from all the other shooting games we've played, but hey, tactics. We managed to kill one guy, but his friend runs off into the distance. With plenty of loot, we probably should leave, but I'm a dumb YouTuber, and Marto is always optimistically ambitious, so we decide to hit the airdrop. It goes extremely smoothly with no complications, and we leave the area safely. In one of the stranger things I've ever experienced, Marto asks me to take off my red vest so that we can complete the challenge without being spotted straight away. I respectfully decline. These are the moments that determine if this video will be satisfying to watch or bitterly disappointing. Ensuring we comply to the rules we made up for playing aggressively, we head straight for the safe. It's somewhere inside this military bunker, and I must say I don't like it. We might well have the drop on the team below us, but we're extremely exposed up here from anyone who might third party. I then spot a player trying to escape and nail him several times, somehow not getting the kill. This is the one time in my entire life where I scream, he's one shot, and it's actually true. I can't describe to you how many times I've missed absolutely all my shots and then called out to my teammates that he's one shot. I then tactically fall off this ledge because I apparently have poor spatial awareness. I then go to bandage myself but accidentally discharge my firearm, giving away my position. Tactics. Marto manages to get one of them, but this other guy is a different breed. He's a gamer who's come here to game today. He kills Marto in about 1 second, and now he's aggressively pushing me with the confidence of someone wearing a red vest. But you see, the thing is, I'm the only one wearing a red vest here, and so like a lion leaping and tearing his teeth into a gazelle that probably had a wife and kids, I take the huge girl down. Pretty insane, as I now get 3 people's loot because I take Stealth-O-Marto's gear. The challenge is complete as I go on to escape the encounter. Well, I guess Marto died, but no point crying over spilt water, plus he'll be resurrected in 3 days. He's Jesus. Thanks again to Bohemia Interactive for reaching out to me. I had an absolute cracker of a time playing this, it's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, you absolute legends, and a massive thanks to those who support the channel on Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.